RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the River Bend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the River Bend.
With Louis Korak, Brent Berklin here with you. Big crowd gathering on senior night for the Redbirds and the Lancers for some hoops. Louis?
Time to start a new streak. How about that? After winning 8 in a row, they took one on the chin against Collinsville a few nights ago. And how about starting one up with the final regular season home game of the year? Be a good place to start, wouldn't it?
That would be nice. 8-game winning streak was nice, and it was broken up last Friday in an overtime game at Collinsville, 59-54. They had some big wins during that streak, of course, beating 2 state-ranked teams that were in the top 5 in the state at the time, and that was O'Fallon on Friday, January 28th, and then they won at East St. Louis on Tuesday, February the 8th. So some big wins for the Redbirds in that 8-game winning streak, and you look up, and I didn't think they were going to get to 15 wins, but that's where they are right now.
Forget that now. You've already amassed that, or you've gotten to that point. Now you've maybe got your sights set on, it'll take a pretty good run, but you got your sights set on 20 wins maybe. You're going to have to run the table here in the regular season and maybe win a couple of games in the postseason in order to get there and amass that. But it's going to be a tough stretch, obviously, because once you even get into the postseason, it's going to be all conference opponents. But stranger things have happened. If you can go on the road and win at East St. Louis and you can knock off O'Fallon, I don't see why they can't win some of these games they've got coming up. Obviously, both Belleville schools, and then you end it with Edwardsville.
And it's going to be a big week, that's for sure. And they haven't played for a week, and now these 3 games coming up in the next 7 days. And it starts with this big home game tonight against the Lancers. Belleville East comes in at 18-6 on the year, so they're having a good year too. But they are bunched up in the middle of the conference. You have Belleville West and O'Fallon up top. But then Belleville East and East St. Louis, both 6-5 in the conference. Alton at 5-6 in conference play. And then you have Collinsville with 4 wins, Edwardsville with 3 wins in the conference. So it is bunched up after the top 2.
Yeah, and these two will be going at it for the 3rd time this year, and it's a crowded crop right in the middle of that conference. And obviously it's a 2-headed race at the top with West and O'Fallon, but these teams right now don't have a regular season championship as far as an aspiration goes, but what they do want to do is they want to get fine-tuned because the postseason will start here in a couple of weeks.
And an Alton win over Belleville East tonight would make both teams 6-6 in the Southwestern Conference, and then you start thinking about maybe a 3rd place finish behind Belleville West and O'Fallon. A lot to be determined in the next week, and then it's on to the postseason, which is big as well, as we all know, at regional time and March Madness time. Let's take a break here. It's the pregame from Alton High. The Redbirds and the Lancers, though, coming up. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready. She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Welcome back to Alton Redbirds Friday night basketball. Redbirds against the blue Lancers tonight. Lancers in the blue, Alton in the red as they warm up and get ready for tonight's ball game. These teams with 33 wins combined. Alton 15-10. Belleville East again at 18-6. Now you have the top two teams in the conference meeting tonight. Belleville West and O'Fallon facing off. So that'll be a big game. That's tonight in Belleville. Also, you have Edwardsville at East St. Louis tonight and Collinsville at Granite City tonight, along with Belleville East and Alton High.
Big night for the conference, and obviously it could be separation Friday for Belleville West. Boy, what a coup that would be if they can somehow pull off that victory when you had all the talk of O'Fallon running away with this conference this year, and Belleville West just isn't going away.
Everybody in the conference, when you look at their overall records, everybody in the conference is in double digits in victories. It's strong again this year, from 11 wins to 8. There's 3 teams that have 18 wins: O'Fallon, Belleville East, and East St. Louis. So this conference is strong once again. It is every year, but boy, you look all the way to the bottom. Granite City 11-12, Edwardsville 11-12, and then it goes all the way up to those 18 wins, and there's going to be some teams obviously that hit 20.
It's got pretty good balance, and usually does every year. And you've got out of the 8 teams, you've got 6 of them that are over 500 or better. And Edwardsville and Granite City just a shade under 500 each. You could conceivably have all 8 teams in this conference finish with overall records of over 500. That'd be pretty remarkable.
Yes, it would. Senior night tonight. They announced all the seniors between games here. The JV game won by Alton, 59-46. So the Redbirds win the junior varsity game earlier tonight, and then the seniors honored between games, the dance team, the cheerleaders, also the pep band seniors, as well as the seniors for the Alton Redbirds. And the seniors basketball players are again this year Devon Hart, Vo Hart, also the 2 Campbells, B.J. Campbell and Vontae Campbell, the twins. You also have Tony Bradley, Dorian Scruggs, and Eric Weaver. So 6 seniors here on senior night, and they would love to go out with a home victory tonight against Belleville East and not lose to the Lancers 3 times during their senior year.
No, absolutely not. The 2 teams met. Obviously, we know they met in the championship here of the Tip-Off Classic, and they've met basically that's come down to the championship between those 2 teams the last 2 years, I believe. And this will be the 3rd matchup, so it'll be the 2nd conference matchup. And we all thought going into that first meeting that maybe Alton was the better team of the 2, but obviously the Lancers have gotten the better of this Alton team so far. Alton wants to prove once and for all that they belong with the upper echelon of the teams in this conference. They've proved it with some of them, but not with everybody. It's been such an inconsistent season. You almost don't know what to make of this Alton team. You really don't.
No, and you know they're going to play 8, 9, 10 players. They go deep into their bench. Coach William Gordon will do that again tonight, obviously, and we'll see how it goes against head coach Ray Hoffman and Belleville East. And East has won both games by double figures. They've been close games, really, but the first game at the end of November was a 13-point win. Then in January 4th, it was a 10-point win in Belleville for the Lancers. So we'll see how tonight goes here at Alton High School, the last home game of the boys' basketball season. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Whether you're planning for home improvement projects, family vacations, college tuition, or consolidating credit card debt, use your home for what you need. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer home equity loans and lines of credit that can lower your costs. For more information, visit www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a First Mid-America Credit Union representative.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
Welcome back to the big show. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland here with you on a Friday night. Big Z Alton Redbirds basketball, and the Redbirds will start some seniors in their lineup tonight. They do have 6 seniors on the roster, and here on senior night it will be Bo Hart, a senior, Vontae Campbell, a senior, and Tony Bradley, a senior, starting tonight's game. So 3 out of the 6 seniors will be starting tonight, and they'll start with Jaquale Townser and Shane Matthews, a couple of juniors. As for Belleville East, their 2 leading scorers are sophomores, Malcolm Hill, 16.6 points per game, and Khalil Ferguson, 11 points per game. Their 2 leading scorers are sophomores, and they've won 18 games on the year, so look out for the Lancers.
Might be a team to be reckoned with going forward here, and obviously into future years of Southwestern Conference titles that'll be on the line. That might be a team to watch out for. Obviously, O'Fallon has been kind of the king of the hill here the last couple of years, with Belleville West again looking to wreck the party this year. But certainly the Lancers look like they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, and certainly pretty good year no matter how it ends up. They're on the cusp of 20 wins, and no matter how you look at it, it'll be a good year for a very young team. And when you've got a couple of kids that are leading the way for you that are only sophomores, you've certainly got a couple of years to look forward to.
2 Alton players also in double figures for the year. Tony Bradley, 15 points per game. He's at 306 points this year, his senior year. Jaquale Townser, 11 points per game. So those are the 2 leading scorers, and really have been all year long for the Alton Redbirds. Right now the starters being announced for the Lancers, and the starters include a senior, Sean Pettiford, also a junior, Gardner, that's Donnell Gardner. Tim Goodwin will start. Goodwin is a junior, 6'3" junior. Number 25, Malcolm Hill, as we talked about, their leading scorer, a sophomore. He wears number 25, and Hill is a 6'4" sophomore. And then a junior, Gerald Pugh, will also be starting tonight, 6'4" junior, for Coach Ray Hoffman. Again, they have a record of 6-5 in the conference, and the Redbirds 5-6 in the conference. So obviously a big swing game tonight for these 2 teams in the conference standings.
Well, if you're Alton, you want to get to the 500 mark and then go from there. Obviously, if you fall to 5-7 here, then the best you can do is finish at 500. And that'll be a pretty tall task when you have to finish on the road at Belleville West and at Edwardsville. 2 teams that you've already faced earlier. You lost to Belleville West. You beat Edwardsville. So you're right. This is kind of a swing game here, and you want to come out on top for sure.
And George Depper, the PA man extraordinaire.
There you go.
PA announcer. Whatever.
He doesn't like us slighting him like that.
I got you. Announcing the Alton Redbirds starters, and again, Townser, Hart, Campbell, Matthews, and Bradley will start. But we'll also see B.J. Campbell in the game, Lawrence, McLemore probably, Charles, Brown, Scruggs, Weaver, and the list goes on and on. You never know about Coach Gordon. And they all have suits on. It's the suits on the Redbirds bench here tonight. JV coach Rory Fox, Anthony Jones, Chris Scoggins, and the rest of the staff, Glenn Campbell down there, and Will Gordon as well, the head coach.
I like his. He's sharp tonight, isn't he? I'm gonna call him GQ tonight.
Look at all of them.
I'm telling you, they're all looking spiffy tonight. Get a shot of that. Get a shot of that, Danny G. They look good down there, don't they?
And Rory, the Fox man, even putting on the suit here tonight.
I'm calling him Coach GQ. Forget it.
Up and down the bench. And Coach Gordon with some last-minute instructions for the Redbirds, wearing their white here at home, trimmed in the red. The Lancers in the blue road uniforms. 18 wins. Alton again, 15 wins. It's been a while since these two teams met. January the 4th down in Belleville. And now we meet here in February 18th, 2011. And here we go. The jump is coming up. Tony Bradley in the center circle for the Alton Redbirds. Against number 32, Gerald Pugh, 6'4" junior. Tip won by the Redbirds. And here's the point guard, Quail Townser. Quail gives it off to Matthews. Now to the left side. It goes to Vo Hart. To the right side, Townser. Down to Hart. Knocked out of bounds by the Lancers defense.
And I was just thinking right there, you don't want to take any low percentage risks here early on. Keep the turnovers down and get some good offensive possessions.
They throw it in, and Bradley has it. He's headed to the hole, left it short, partially blocked, and back the other way comes Belleville East.
I'd have to wonder if he was partially fouled.
There's Pettiford all the way down, and Pettiford puts it in 2-0.
Well, you certainly want to tighten up and stiffen up defensively. Don't want to give up an easy opportunity like that. That was too big of a lane for Pettiford to get through. It opens up the scoring.
Sean Pettiford is a 5'9" senior. Been the leader on this team for a couple of years, a point guard. And
brother was pretty good, wasn't he? Wasn't that last year that he was on the team? Or
I think so.
Kevin wasn't his name?
Mm-hmm. Here's Vo Hart with it. Vo looking for Tony Bradley down low. Instead, Townser out high. Gives to Campbell here on the near side. Vontae Campbell, the senior. Now to Townser. Where's number 2? Thought about a 3. Instead, it goes to Tony B. Bradley kicks it to the free throw line. Jumper is missed there by Vontae Campbell.
Good possessions so far. A couple of them by Belleville East. I knew I was going to do that.
East-West.
I always seem to do that. Once a game at least.
Belleville East at Alton High. It's 2-0, and the Lancers have the ball with that 2-point lead. A minute and a half into the game. Inside, a foul on the floor before the shot by Pugh. He was fouled under there, and it's going to be a foul on Vontae Campbell.
Again, just too much easy entry there, and that's what Coach GQ is talking about. That's enough. We'll leave it at that. We know he looks like GQ, but Coach Gordon talking to his team about it, and they come up with a steal.
Turnover, 2-on-3 for the Redbirds, so they hold it up. Lancers turn it over. Matthews down to Campbell. Little jump hook, and it goes in for number 15. It's 2-2.
Baby hook is good there. They finally got a decent entry near the paint, and a little baby hook for Campbell ties the game at 2.
Stop and pop there for East. No good. They fight for the rebound, and running it down is Vo Hart after the miss.
Want to keep Hill out of a groove is what you want to do here. He's someone, if you get the ball inside to him, he can go to work pretty well.
And if he gets hot, look out.
Yes,
there's a steal. And back the other way, the Lancers layup is missed.
Wow.
Missed there by Tim Goodwin. Townser was in the neighborhood. Right elbow the other way. Hart in and out, missed the jumper. Tipped out by Belleville East. End-to-end action, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, wow, Goodwin with an easy opportunity, and you're right. I think Townser just coming through the lane there offered enough of a distraction to keep him from being focused on the rim there.
Right side Matthews, right elbow. Back to Townser between the circles. Left side to Vo Hart. Down to Bradley.
He's going to see a lot of double teams.
Bradley into Shane Matthews. He stops and pops and it rolls in. Shooter's touch for Shane, 4-2.
You'll take those all day if they go down, and good ball movement that time. Cuts in just below that left elbow area there, and Matthews knocks the shot down, puts Alton ahead.
Outside, it's Donnell Gardner. Gardner hands the ball off to Tim Goodwin. Now it goes back to Gardner. 4-2, 3 minutes into the game. Lancers scored first. The Redbirds have 2 buckets now. And we have a whistle and a foul. A little hold there. A little hold on Shane Matthews, it appears. His first. And the Redbirds' second foul. They have the 2 fouls here to start with 4:46 to go, first quarter. Malcolm Hill with the basketball. Sophomore guarded by Vo Hart. We'll keep an eye on that matchup. Hill and Hart. Matthews with a steal.
Reed.
Good pick there, and Matthews gets it stripped the other way. Pettiford steals it right back. Now he falls down. Trips over the timeline, really. Lancers come out of there with it, though.
That was a weird sequence, wasn't it?
Pettiford with the dribble. Now he's guarded by Hart. Matthews is on Hill.
So Pettiford turns it over to Matthews. Then Pettiford steals it back from Matthews. Then almost loses it again, and now they do lose it again.
Here's Campbell inside, and he's fouled on the floor. There's a hold as Vontae Campbell went to the glass, and he was fouled by Gardner.
They call it on the floor, so Alton will take it out underneath the basket.
And the first sub, Redbirds bring in a sub. It is 22, sophomore. Chris Lawrence into the game, number 22 for the Redbirds. We're midway through this first quarter, 4:05 to go, and it's 4-2 Alton. Not much offense yet, but we'll see if that picks up. Here's Bradley with it.
No, and these two teams have had a couple of pretty decent-sized scoring games so far.
Inside to the lane, knocked away, and it goes to the Lancers. They're headed the other way. Gardner with it.
Each team with 3 turnovers already.
Gardner, left wing, 3-ball going up. It's good. Pettiford with a 3.
He's got all 5 of Belleville East's points here, and it gives them a lead, 5-4.
More of a distributor than a scorer, but 5-4 Lancers. Jaquale for 3. It's good. Townser with a tray the other way.
No better way than to answer a 3 than with a 3, and that's what Townser does there. Alton gets that lead back by 2, looking to make a play on defense now.
Redbirds man-to-man on defense. Outside, it's Gardner with it. Gardner holding it inside, and inside with an easy one. That's up and in for 2. Gerald Pugh right at the front of the rim. Here's Hart for 3.
A rush shot.
He missed it. Rebound Malcolm Hill. Look out, he's in the open court. He'll stop and pop it. The lane missed it, but the tip up is good by Tim Goodwin this time.
Well, the problem there is Alton's transition game was slow in getting back. Hill had a relatively easy shot, did not knock it down, but just too easy of a tip there for Goodwin. Alton's got to do a better job of getting back.
Vo Hart free throw line, missed a 2. Rebound Belleville East. They're up now 9-7 over Alton High. Here's Gardner guarded by Townser. Now Lawrence comes out to pick up Tim Goodwin. 2:10 to go, first quarter here. Live at Alton High School. Redbirds on D. Goodwin backs it up near the center circle to Pettiford. 2-minute mark, first quarter. Left wing, it's a 3-ball. It's no good. Rebound in there by Campbell. He lost it. Vo Hart will pick it up. He rolls it to Bradley. Bradley will wait for a guard, and he gives to Townser. Back to Bradley, now to Campbell.
Basketball pinballs around there.
1:35 to go, first quarter. 2-point game. Redbirds need a bucket for a tie. Hart for the lead. 3, no. He's missed 3 shots in a row. Back come the Lancers.
Trying to get too many quick hitters there.
Left side three, missed by Belleville East. Townser tips it, tried to tip it to a teammate, but Malcolm Hill out of there with it. To Pettiford for three. It's no good. An air ball to Bradley.
Not even close.
Bradley back the other way. Finger roll. Good. Tony for two. And it's 9-9. Timeout, Coach Gordon.
Now, the best thing to do is, in that situation, you got the open court. Take it right at the defender, because obviously no attempt there by Gardner to try to make a play one-on-one with Bradley. He took it right to the rack, was able to knock it down and tie the game at 9.
Alton uses a quick timeout here. Again, they won the JV game earlier tonight, 59-46 over Belleville East. Junior varsity game. 1:03 to go here in the first quarter. It's 9-9. 4 different Redbirds have scored. Townser has a 3 for Belleville East. 3 different Lancers have scored, and now we're going to see another senior into the game. B.J. Campbell, Vontae Campbell's twin brother, checks in, and we'll see it's B.J. out there with Townser, Lawrence, Matthews, and Bradley. The Alton High Pep Band plays on here on senior night.
Did you ever play in the Pep Band?
Did not. I think I might have been a singer in the Pep Band. I'm kidding.
The Glee Club? Or?
I could be on the show Glee. You're right.
I guess.
Here's Pettiford with it for the Lancers. Under a minute to go, first quarter. Now Malcolm Hill, crossover dribble to the rack, off the glass and in.
Good individual move there by Hill, but you can't let him undress you basically like that, because that was just too easy there again. And boy, once he gets into the open court, boy, he makes it look easy, doesn't he? And that time Bradley tried to offer some interference but couldn't do it.
Bradley 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound Pettiford. Lancers ball up by 2. 11-9 Belleville East.
They'll hold it for the last shot here.
16 seconds to go, first quarter. Malcolm Hill, the 6'4 sophomore, in the center circle. Matthews guarding him. Here they go with 7 seconds left. Hill to Pettiford. Free throw line blocked by Townser. 3 seconds. He needs to hurry. Townser missed the layup. He missed it off the back part of the rim and rolled off that flat part and out. No good.
Oh, goodness. Boy, you do everything well there. Come up with a great defensive play. And in his defense, I'm just wondering if he thought that he was running out of time and he rushed himself. But the bad thing about that is if you don't pay attention to your teammates, and I'm just wondering if anybody was letting him know you have the time to lay it in. Take your time there, just kiss it off the backboard. Got yourself a tie game, but he wasn't able to finish.
Well, he tried to use the glass, and it rolled off the back part of the backboard and rolled off after 1 quarter. Lancers 11, Redbirds 9 at Alton High. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee, quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
you don't know Jack Schmidt
in Wood River, Illinois.
Yeah!
11-9 Lancers as we go to the second quarter, live at Alton High School here. Belleville East starts with the basketball in that 2-point lead. 2 minutes after 8, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. 7:40 remaining, second quarter, and Elijah Rainey into the game for the Lancers. Rainey, number 33. Here's Hill, up and in from the left block. He has 2 more.
Well, he missed his first couple of shots. Now he's knocked down a couple. Got 4 points. Again, you don't want him to get going. Alton did a pretty good job of keeping him locked down, other than just a one move and shot he was able to knock in.
Townser inside, missed it. Rebound, jump ball called. Townser left it short.
Yeah.
Front of the rim. Possession arrow, though, going to stay with the Redbirds here. And here comes Dorian Scruggs, senior, in for Lawrence, the sophomore.
Probably brought in for some defense and even some perimeter shooting.
Redbirds have 5 coaches on the bench. They have 6 subs on the bench. Here's Townser with it. Right side, it goes to Tony Bradley.
Don't forget about our manager.
Almost forgot about Jasmine. Inside, Matthews knocked away. Scruggs missed a layup, 2. He'll follow it back up and in, though. Scruggs for 2.
Well, it's good that you're able to stay with it, but boy, you got to knock those bunnies down when you get the easy shots like that. Got to make them count in this game, because Belleville East is not the kind of team you want to leave points out there against.
Inside, whistle and a foul as Malcolm Hill was on the move and he was fouled on the arm. The last game at Belleville East between these two teams ended in a 69-59 score. Lancers over the Redbirds. This foul's going to go on Alton Shane Matthews, his second foul.
He's going to have to sit down. 6:28 to go in the half.
Hill rims that free throw out. He missed it.
Are you serious? We didn't have a free throw in the first quarter?
Nope.
Wow.
End-to-end action, turnovers, had some buckets, but each team with a 3 ball. And a 13-11 score now as Shane Matthews does check out. Free throw, good. Malcolm Hill makes it 14-11 now. Redbirds need a bucket here to stay close and get the crowd into this game on senior night.
Yeah, not really much of a fast-paced game that maybe we were expecting here.
Townser down to Scruggs. Scruggs will look for Bradley, and he throws it away. Telegraphed another one, and inside, knocked away, and out of bounds. Looked like Bradley may have hit it off of the Lancer player, but it's Belleville East ball under their basket.
Goodwin was wanting a foul on that, and not getting one.
Vontae Campbell, senior, back in. He comes in for his brother. BJ out, Vontae in. Campbell for Campbell there. 6:06 to go, second quarter. Into the corner it goes to Goodwin now. Lancers have it with that 3-point lead. Redbirds, man-to-man defense. Here's Pettiford in the lane, guarded by Vo Hart. Hands the ball off. Long 2, and it's good. Khalil Ferguson, a sophomore, up and in.
Well, there's got to be some resistance there, and there wasn't any.
Inside, Campbell missed it. He may have been fouled. Back the other way.
But another high percentage shot there that they just can't knock down. Good block by Bradley.
Bradley with a block. Scruggs tries to save it. He does, but it goes to the Lancers in the lane. Back to Pettiford now. 16-11 now. Lancers with a 5-point lead and the ball. And now in the backcourt, knocked out of bounds. It's a turnover. Lancers lose it out of bounds.
Well, maybe it might have been knocked away, but not the case.
Now Abasa Brown comes in for Alton. Brown's first look in the game, 5'8" sophomore. So he's out there with Hart, Brown and Hart, Scruggs, Vontae Campbell, and Tony Bradley. Get Bradley going here if we can. 5:10 to go. Scruggs has it knocked away. Alton ball under their basket. 3 subs now in for the Lancers during this stoppage in play, including number 32, Pugh, back in. 25, Malcolm Hill, back in. 5:10 to go, first half, and Redbirds throw it in.
They're going to
Brown into Vo Hart.
Boy, that was close to being a 5-second violation.
Bradley and Hart play catch. Now Scruggs at the 3-point line to number 3, Abasa Brown. Gives to Campbell, back to Brown, down to Bradley. Has a step, layup, no. Got his own rebound, yes. 16-13, Redbirds trail by 3.
I don't know if it's me, but have you noticed that it's just been slow going so far for Alton to get that ball inside?
Sluggish on offense, 13 points midway through the second quarter. Here's Malcolm Hill guarded by Scruggs this time. Redbirds have used 3 or 4 defenders on him. Here's a 3, no. Vo Hart with a rebound in a 3-point game.
Ill-advised shot there by Goodwin, trying to shoot a 3, falling away from the basket.
Hart stops, pops, missed it off the glass. Running outside the lane there.
This is what Belleville East wants to do.
Gardner to Hill, baseline. Hill missed it off the rim. Tipped out by the Lancers, I believe. Yes, Alton High basketball. Tyler McLemore now in, a 6'2" sophomore for Tony Bradley.
They like to get out into that open court and run this floor, which if you can slow down their tempo, you definitely have a shot at beating them. And Alton can play both ways. If you want to run with them, they'll run with you, but this might be better suited for them tonight and not try to get into a track meet with this Lancers team.
McLemore, top of the key. Campbell, 2, it's good. Vontae Campbell with a jumper there.
Stepped right inside that 3-point line and confidently knocked that shot down and pulls the Redbirds to within 1, 16-15.
4-0 run for the Redbirds. Malcolm Hill kicks it to Pettiford for 3. It's no good. Scruggs fights for the rebound. Lancers have it. Hill fires it up way off the mark. No good. And now it's Gardner throwing it away. Long pass to Scruggs. Layup. Good! What a catch! And a quick layup by Dorian Scruggs.
He's come off the bench now and knocked in 4 points in this second quarter, and 6-0 run for Alton, and they lead by 1.
Little off balance and a long pass that he barely got to, and while he was in stride, fired it up off the glass and good. Redbirds by 1.
I think I was more impressed with the ability of receiving the basketball than the finish.
Pettiford gives the ball off. Left side to Gardner for 3. No good. Tipped around. Alton going for it. McLemore has it. He will be fouled by Pettiford on the break.
So I talk about 2 minutes ago, maybe slowing the pace down, and here's Alton increasing the tempo, and they're getting some success out of it. But then, like I said, they can go both ways. It's just you don't want to allow Belleville East to get into that quick transition game when they get the ball offensively.
Jaquale Townser's going to check in, but right now McLemore at the free throw line. See what he can do from there.
First free throws of the night for Alton.
Short, no good. McLemore on the season now, 3 for 9 from the free throw line. It's a 6-0 run. Redbirds were down by 5, now they're up by 1. Bradley and Townser both going to check in now, so the 2 leading scorers are coming back in for the last 2:34 of the first half. This one's good.
Well, that thing was flat, wasn't it? Off that back iron.
And just laid there and then popped in for McLemore.
You don't see him like that very often.
No, not a shooter's touch.
Hey, they all count
in
the same, don't they?
18-16, Redbirds by 2.
What do we got, a little 7-0 run here?
It was 16-11. And a travel. Turnover, Lancers. Redbirds ball again. On the floor, it's Brown and Townser, Hart, McLemore, and Bradley. Here comes Jaquale Townser. Guarded by Pettiford. Townser, number 2, gives to Vo Hart. Hart lost it, double teamed, and he gives it to Bradley out high. Bradley into the lane, stops, missed it off the rim. Rebound Lancers, here they come again. Malcolm Hill to the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Lancers, down by 2.
They've given up a number of offensive rebounds.
Townser with a steal, Glass, no, the follow by Brown. He's fouled by Gardner underneath.
One end, you don't want to give up those offensive rebounds, and Belleville East with 4 of them here in this quarter alone. And Alton was able to escape that, but now they get back to the line themselves here to shoot a couple free throws, but I think we're going to have a timeout first.
Belleville East with a 30-second timeout. Boy, the Lancers shooting the ball and missing a lot, especially from 3, but they've shot a lot, it seems like, here in the first half.
Well, 4 in this second quarter alone, and they took 5 more in the first. They're 1 for 9 from three-point range already in this game.
1:47 to go till halftime. Also for Alton here, we're going to see another senior, the 6'2" wide body, Eric Weaver, going to check in here. So we're going to have Weaver and Bradley with some muscle down low. Brown, Townser, and McLemore in there too. So 3 bigs in there for Alton. Weaver, Bradley, and McLemore. Abasa Brown at the free throw line.
So, Coach, the game plan is get it inside, right?
Let's hope. Only 1:47 till halftime. Free throw up and in. Now the Redbirds shoot for their 20th point of the night. It's 19-16, Alton. Senior night for the Redbirds. Hard to believe that this is the end of the line for the home season and our last regular season game on the radio. Brown 2 for 2. He makes it 20-16. Here's Pettiford with it. Hill to the corner. 3 ball again. Air ball. They're 1 for 10.
Boy, they're settling for him. I don't understand why. Early in the game, they were having some success getting the ball inside.
Brown, long 3, and it's no good. NBA 3, I would say. Back the other way, Lancers down by 4. 3 ball again, no good. Another one is missed. On the floor, jump ball called, so 1 out of 11 from the arc.
NBA, nothing. That thing, you put an NBA three-point line out there, and he's a good 4 or 5 feet behind that.
It's true. What about the Lancers, though? 11 threes now they've tried.
Well, doesn't that tell you something? You've only made 1 of them so far. Let's try something different.
Go to the lane.
Hey, Alton will take it any way you can get it.
Blocked away. Hill there, but Townser blocked the shot.
Yeah, he read that all the way in a good defensive play. Now he's going to run the offensive set here. I wonder if they try to hold this for a last-second field goal here. It's going to a long time to hang on to the ball for an entire minute.
Townser down to McLemore. He's to the front of the rim. Glass and good. 6-point lead for Alton.
Or if you can get a decent look, you'll take it. And how about this? It was 16-11, and Alton has doubled their point total and on an 11-0 run.
11 points in a row. Here is a near steal by Townser. Out to the wing, 27 seconds till halftime. Underneath, they find an open Tim Goodwin, and he lays it in.
That was a good look there from Rainey. Boy, he pump fake in the air and looked like he was going to shoot it. Saw a man cutting to the far side and was able to get a good pass in.
Bradley inside, blocking foul in the lane. He missed the shot, but he was fouled by 32, Pugh.
And Coach Ray Hoffman wanted a charge there and didn't get the call.
Bradley at the line, 4 points in the game. And it's a 4-point lead for Alton, 22-18. We're down to just 12.3 seconds left, first half, and the first free throw is missed. Bradley tries again.
3 for 5, Alton from the line, all here in this second quarter.
Senior Tony Bradley. Free throw is short. No good. Redbirds 22, Lancers 18. We're down to 6 seconds to go till halftime. Pettiford gives it to Hill. Hill spins in the lane, knocked away by Bradley, and some good defense to finish out the first half. And the Redbirds will take a lead to the locker room, 22-18. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
You'll find it at Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RobertsMotors.com.
Back live at Alton High School, Redbirds and Lancers get ready now for the second half here. Some Alton Redbirds news this week. They've hired a new head football coach. Right down their court side, it is Dwight Tungett. And Coach Tungett here, almost all the athletic events here at Alton High, and he served as Coach Joe Hook's assistant for about 10 years. 2 years ago, he was an assistant at CM High. Last year, an assistant with Belleville West. And now he's going to be the head coach for the Alton Redbirds in 2011. So good luck to Coach Dwight Tungett.
Yeah, he's been wanting to get in this position for a while now, and he really enjoys Alton High, and he's going to be excited. I know it's going to be a uphill climb. It's going to be a rebuild of sorts, no doubt about it, but what coach doesn't appreciate a challenge? I never met one that didn't.
New coach in Jerseyville. Going to have a new coach for the Oilers and the CM Eagles. So new coaches in a lot of spots around the region this year.
Everywhere, and some intriguing names floating around out there. We won't get into any of those, but some intriguing names floating around, particularly around that CM job and with East Alton Wood River. What do you think?
Well, I know one thing. We still have Pat Keith at Roxana, Tim Nelson at Marquette. We do know that.
Entrenched.
Exactly. Alton basketball as we start the third quarter. Redbirds with a 4-point lead and the ball in front of this big crowd on senior night. Settling back in. Coach Will Gordon and the Redbirds with the ball. Bradley to the glass. Off the glass, no. May have been partially blocked by Goodwin. Back the other way, 32, Pugh gives it off to Gardner.
Bradley's had some chances in this game, too.
Some good drives. Looks like he's got a step on his defender, but not able to finish tonight.
Only 4 points in the game. He's missed a couple of free throws, too.
Lancers with the basketball. They'll fire a three.
Still chucking them up there.
No good. Townsend with the rebound. Can't believe it. Goodwin misses a three.
I guess eventually they think they're going to make one or two, and Goodwin's now 0 for 4 back there, and he hasn't been close on any of his.
1 for 12 now for the Lancers from the three-point line. Redbirds have also made one, but they haven't shot anywhere near 12. 6:55 to go, third quarter. They work it around to Bo Hart. Hart, little fadeaway. Good swish in the lane for Hart.
Alton looking more inside the three-point line for their game, and it's been successful. They're 1 for 5 from three-point range, so they haven't taken nearly as many as the Lancers have, and turnover.
Lancers turn the ball over, so back to the Redbirds it goes. Turnover number 8 for the blue. It'll go back to the red.
Alton with only 4 pilfers.
Well, we had a lot of turnovers early, but now only 12 total.
Yeah.
Timeout on the floor here with 6:33 to go. Third quarter, the Redbirds have bumped that lead to 6 now, 24-18, and they get the ball back.
It's their biggest lead of the game, and currently, between the second and this third quarter, Alton on a 13-2 run. Pretty good, and so both teams have had leads by a couple of possessions here. Actually, the Lancers led by 7. Alton with their biggest lead currently of 6.
24-18 Alton, and here come the Redbirds. Redbirds have Townser, Hart, Matthews, Bradley, and Vontae Campbell. The 5 starters are still on the floor here in the third quarter. Townser back to Bradley, top of the key, 3, good! It looked good, leaving his hand, nothing but net.
Well, and you know he'll take it. He'd rather post up and have his game inside, but you leave him open out there. He's certainly not shy about taking that 3 ball, and that time they took him for granted. He made him pay for it and knocks it down. Alton leads by 9.
Into the lane this time. It's up and in. Pettiford with a bucket. It's been a while since he scored.
Yeah, he had their first 5 points of this game, and it's his first 2 points since that 5-point swing that he had, and it makes it 27-20.
Vo Hart for 3. Nope. Back iron. He missed it. 5:40 to go. Third quarter. Belleville East with it.
The last thing Alton wants to do is start settling for shots now. You don't want to do that.
Malcolm Hill, center circle, guarded by Townser. Good matchup here. Sophomore against a junior. Now it'll go, though, to Pugh. Left side, Pettiford for 3, and it's good. Pettiford hits a tray.
Well, just like that, and it's a 4-point game. It was 9, and boy, streaky Pettiford here. He gets their first 5 points. Now he's got their last 5, and that just like that, he's got 10 points in the game.
Bradley to the rack, and he's fouled. He left his man, but fouled by some help defense. I think Pugh fouled him in front of the rim, and it is 32 with a foul.
4 team fouls for Belleville East in the first half, 3 for Alton. How often do you hear that in a Southwestern Conference game?
That's amazing. In the air, Bradley missed it off the front rim.
Don't want to leave those out there.
Got to have some free throws, and Bradley, normally a decent free throw shooter, 70%.
Well, he's 0 for 3 so far, so
he's made 98 free throws this year. 27-23, Redbirds by 4. In the air, good this time.
Finally gets on the board. So 99, 1 more to that century mark.
As Malcolm Hill out to the top. Pettiford has it again. This time B.J. Campbell into the game and playing D on him. On Pettiford, that is. 28-23, Alton by 5, third quarter. Into the lane, spinning, turning, jumper no. Vo Hart the other way on the miss by Rainey.
That's a key. You want to limit Belleville East to 1 and done.
Vo Hart lost it in the lane. He turns it over as he mishandled the drive there.
If you're going to get into the lane, you don't want to have any hesitation, and that's what cost Hart there. He got into the lane. You want to be assertive. Take that ball straight up. At the last moment there on his spin drive, it looked like he didn't know if he wanted to shoot it or distribute the ball, and wound up costing him in a turnover.
Redbirds a little pressure on. They haven't really put the press on tonight.
Neither team really has.
No. Pettiford open, air ball this time from the right elbow. So he hit a couple of shots and then shot an air ball.
And he's hearing it from the nest one more time. He had an air ball earlier.
Redbird nest.
They don't forget that stuff, do they?
They don't mess around.
No.
4:20 to go, third quarter. Dorian Scruggs into the game for Alton. And Vo Hart comes out. It's Bradley, Scruggs, B.J. Campbell, Townser, and Matthews. Bradley brings it up. Townser plays under the basket here on the press. Bradley to the front court.
Oh.
Shane Matthews
Boy,
now.
Pettiford tried to sneak in there, didn't he?
He was a little late. Jaquale Townser now left side. Scruggs for three. It's good. The lefty with a tray.
He's got that ability. Sometimes a little unorthodox with what he does, but boy, if he can get hot, that'll be a shot in the arm. Oh, that's a travel. Boy, they missed that one.
Now it's down on the ground. Jump ball called. Possession arrow to the Lancers is
easy travel there.
Shane Matthews slow to get up.
But getting back to Scruggs, if you can get some baskets and some points from him, especially in that perimeter game, that's a big shot in the arm for Alton. That was a nice looking three ball there that he knocks down. He's 3 for 4 from the field tonight so far.
He's got 7 points.
Yep.
Bradley with 8. 3:44 to go, third quarter. Alton's lead is 8, 31-23 over the Lancers. Alton 0-2 against Belleville East this year. Lost in November, lost in January.
But our 2 games they felt like they could have won.
3 ball going up again, missed again. Rebound Bradley the other way. Alton up the floor. Bradley, left hand no, and then B.J. Campbell over the back on the rebound.
A little out of control was Bradley there. A little quick. And lo and behold, what did Belleville East do again?
3 ball.
Missed. So they're
14 threes they've tried now. Amazing. 31-23 score.
It's usually not a good sign when you can count on your hand the number that they've made.
Inside this time, blocked away. Some good D. B.J. Campbell. Bradley with D this time, and now they whistle a foul on B.J. Campbell. I didn't think that was a foul. B.J. with 2 quick fouls, and he's got 2 on the night. McLemore going to check in a moment for Alton.
Alton only has 5 team fouls in this game, and 2 players have 2 each. Pretty rare.
In the air, the free throw, it's good. Pugh will shoot again. So Campbell out, McLemore in. Pugh now with 3 points. Their leader is Pettiford with 10. And his average for the year, for the season, is about 10 points per game. Pettiford, 9.7 per game. Both free throws go in to make it 31-25, Alton.
Keeping that arm's length distance between themselves and the Lancers. You want to keep that up and, again, take care of the basketball.
Lawrence and McLemore, a couple of sophomores in for Alton. Here's Scruggs all the way down. Missed the layup on the left side.
Gotta finish. Boy, he had a quick burst in there, too.
Townser with a steal. Up to Bradley it goes. Spinning into the lane. Knocked away by Pettiford, and Alton will keep it. Boy, Townser has some steals tonight, some blocked shots, and some points.
Those are some of the things that can frustrate you about Scruggs. You can make so many good plays, and then when it comes to just the easy finish, you don't convert.
Townser 3. Nope. Rebound Scruggs, and he missed it underneath. Got his own rebound to McLemore. Now Bradley to the glass. Layup, no. Bradley with the rebound. Up, and it rolls off the rim. And the Redbirds are going to keep it. Lancers tip it out.
Coach G, all he can do is smile. What else are you going to do? But you like the effort, but boy, just some high percentage looks. Knock that shot down.
Can't believe those shots aren't going in from right around the rim. Here's Scruggs to Bradley. Bradley fouled. Yes, it's Malcolm Hill.
Wondering if that one was going to get called. What do you make of this? This is almost like between the teams, this would almost be a halftime score when you compare the first 2 games this year.
True.
And we're nearing the end of the third quarter here.
Sluggish.
Tonight, get into the 50s, upper 40s, low 50s might be good enough to win.
Redbirds will take it on their home floor with some good D. Lawrence to Bradley here. 2:10 to go, like a boxing match, back and forth, and
Oh, Townser's got him isolated.
Jaquale Townser spinning, throwing it up, off the rim, and in. Shooter's touch for Townser.
When you get 4 bounces off the rim, and on the 5th try it falls down, keep shooting the ball because Lady Luck is on your side.
33-25, Redbirds up by 8 again.
Townser with 5 points now. Very balanced game for him.
Hill fires to Pettiford, right elbow. Pettiford.
Good defense. Oh, boy.
Townser tried for the steal, picks up the foul. Some help defense by Jaquale there.
Thought it was pretty good defense, but maybe some arm action there that he gets whistled for. Only his first foul, so it's okay to be aggressive there.
Hill gives the ball off.
Boy, they just look like they want to shoot that 3 ball, don't they?
Over and over again.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
33-25, traveling top of the key on Gardner as he used a ball fake at the top of the key.
10 turnovers now on the Lancers. I think I need to just stick with Lancers and Maroons. That's easier to separate East and West. How about that?
There you go. Jaquale Townser to the front court. Gives to Matthews, free throw line, back to Bradley, 3 ball, Tony missed it, rebound, Lawrence in there, good work by Chris Lawrence, tying up Pugh, and the jump ball arrow goes to Alton High.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and got in there. Just get your hands on the basketball, do some of the little dirty work around the rim, and it can pay dividends for you. Didn't get him a basket yet, but you get another possession out of it as he gets a jump ball out of the play.
Bradley baseline kicks it to Townser. Townser into the lane. Finger roll. No. Rebound. Bradley off his hands, though, and Lancers have it. Townser with a foul in the backcourt.
Pick up this second foul that quickly. 4-team foul. Alton already surpassing their entire first half of team fouls with 4 here in this third quarter.
And we're at 1:02 to go, third quarter, and the 2 leading scorers for Alton on the year go out. Bradley and Townser sit down, take a breather, get ready for the fourth quarter.
Well, you want to at least maintain a decent lead here and not allow this to really shrink. If you can take that 6-8 point lead going into the fourth quarter, I think Coach G will take that.
Lancers ball, and top of the key, Gardner down low, and
Easy.
Up and in it goes. Good one for 2.
Good look there from Ferguson to get that ball inside.
6-point game. Here's Vo Hart to Shane Matthews. Now Scruggs driving in, left hand, good. Scruggs for 2.
I'm telling you, he's got that burst, and if he could just polish up that finishing ability, I'm telling you, he can really supply a spark for this Alton team that's now 9 points off the bench.
Hill missed the jumper. Scruggs with a rebound. Still 20 seconds to go. Here's Lawrence. Missed it. Scruggs rebound. No! Underneath. And Lancers come out with 12 seconds to go. Goodwin layup. Good. 9 seconds now left.
And there's a 4-point swing there because Alton's got to convert that one.
Matthews puts it up and in the lane.
Big basket.
Shane Matthews makes it an 8-point game again with 8 minutes to go. 37-29 Redbirds as we go to the fourth. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money, too.
Fourth quarter now, back at Alton High. Louis Korak and Brent Berklin here with you as we roll to the fourth. And Redbirds roll into the fourth with an 8-point lead, 37-29. Redbirds with some scoring here tonight. Balance, Scruggs with 9, Bradley with 8, Townser 5, Matthews and Vontae Campbell 4 points each.
How many times have you heard me say balance is always good? You get balance, boy, I'm telling you, it's usually a recipe for success, for a victory. And right now, Alton getting it, but 8 big minutes to go. You got to close this one out, up by 8.
8 minutes left, 8-point lead. It's crunch time now, fourth quarter. Belleville East basketball. Lancers 2-0 against Alton already this year. Malcolm Hill has it, top of the key, driving, stopping.
Good defense.
Bradley with a block shot. Scruggs has it.
Good defense that time. They sealed off the lane for a moment. Hill thought that he had a crease that he can get through there, and Alton quickly sealed it off. Bradley comes up with the block.
Bo Hart to Shane Matthews, now to Tony Bradley, right wing. Bradley backs it up, 7:11 to go in the game. Here's Bo Hart.
They can afford to slow this game down a little bit now.
Scruggs in the corner, 3, air ball from the right corner. Back comes Malcolm Hill, knocked away. Bradley the other way.
That's the shot that you don't want, though.
Scruggs inside, missed it. Bradley, offensive rebound. Tony puts it up and in. Timeout, Coach Gordon with the Redbirds, leading 39-29.
You appreciate the hustle by Scruggs, but again, mentally just use a little discipline there, and the shot from 3 that he throws up is the one that you really don't need. Bradley follows up the miss, though, and our first double-digit lead of the game by either team.
One of the things that we probably haven't mentioned enough tonight, maybe obvious though, is the Alton Redbirds' offensive rebounding tonight is incredible. Against, again, a bigger team in Belleville East.
It's been good, no doubt about it.
Bradley with an offensive rebound there and muscles his way up off the glass and in to make it 39-29 Alton. Redbirds going for win number 16. If they can get it, they'll be 6-6 in the conference. Redbirds have too many players on the floor. 6 on the floor.
They do?
Now they take take Vontae Campbell back off the floor.
Usually you get whistled on that stuff in hockey. It happens in hockey quite a bit.
Off the glass, East with a miss and a rebound though. Back to the three-point line. Down to the corner, shot up, no. Abasa Brown with a rebound.
Is that another 3 or no?
I think it was a long 2 in the corner there.
Rainey with the shot. They just can't buy it bad. They entered this quarter 12 for 35 in the game. Alton at 15 for 42, so neither one of them particularly shooting it all that great.
Bo for 3, missed it. Hart no good in the right corner.
I can live with that one because that was pretty good ball movement there, and the kick out was open. So you get an open look like that, you can bury it great, but good ball movement.
Right elbow, Goodwin with a miss. Scruggs with a rebound. Pettiford fouled him on the way back the other way.
I think Coach Hoffman talking to Goodwin saying, son, if you follow your shot, that rebound is right back to you. That almost seems like it's a lost start in the game, doesn't it? With a lot of high school basketball players. A lot of times off a miss, a shot will come back right in the area of where you were. Instead of following shots up, they don't do it.
Still 39-29, Redbirds by 10. Brown in the game, McLemore, Hart, Matthews, and Scruggs.
It's a good defensive effort so far by Alton tonight.
Scruggs in the corner to Matthews. Matthews to Bo Hart, stolen away by Pettiford, but out of bounds on the sideline. His tip pass.
That's a break there, boy. You left too much air under that ball, and Coach G a little hot under the collar on that one. Don't ruin that. Don't ruin that brick red shirt there, Coach G. Looking spiffy. I like that.
He says we're up by 10. We can't be doing that. Here's Brown to the front court. Double team. Knocked out by the Lancers again.
Am I correct in calling it brick red, or do we want to call it maroon?
I would say I'm going to go with maroon. How about burgundy?
There we go.
You don't hear that color enough.
You don't.
Burgundy.
Danny G, what do you think? Burgundy? All right.
Shane Matthews out of the game.
You guys outnumber me then.
Towns are into the game.
Because I like brick red.
That's good too. Vo Hart, Jaquale Townser, Dorian Scruggs, Tyler McLemore, and Abasa Brown in for Coach Gordon.
We all agree on red, right?
That's yes.
Okay.
Redbird red, and here is a steal by the Lancers. Lancers to the rack, layup, no, follow up and off the glass and in by Ferguson, number 5.
That's an area where Belleville East can get back into this game. Don't want to allow, again, turnovers and points off of turnovers. That's what you want to stay away from.
Dorian Scruggs has it in the left corner. Again, Redbirds with some starters on the bench now. Here's Brown, fouled by Rainey on a reach.
Bail out there, boy. You had him in a little bit of a pinch there, and you let him get out of it.
Redbirds starters on the bench.
Well, here comes Bradley.
Bradley was on the bench. You also have Matthews, Vontae Campbell, Jaquale Townser just checking back in too. He's in there with Bradley. Here's an offensive foul on Vo Hart on the baseline.
Well, I don't know about that.
Not much contact either way. That's a good no call, maybe.
Leave that one alone, absolutely.
Hart with his first foul. Redbirds with 5 team fouls. Alton 39, Belleville East 31. 8-point lead, fourth quarter. Here's Pettiford.
Good
into
pass.
The lane, batted around, shot blocked, rebound Bradley. Tony has another.
Your defense has been, for the most part, solid here tonight. You've got to be impressed.
Here's Abasa Brown to Tony Bradley. Bradley back to Townser. 4:07 left in the game.
2 points each this quarter.
That's it in 4 minutes. Hart underneath, missed a layup.
Gotta finish.
Open layup, and back come the Lancers.
How many times have I said that tonight? Gotta finish.
Inside, no, but a foul. Shot missed there, but looks like it's going to be Tim Goodwin to the free throw line.
Well, how many shots has Alton missed tonight? Easy shots. This game could be over, really. If you think about it. It really could.
Scruggs with a foul. I'm going to say 5 wide open layups.
That's 10 points, and you're up by 8.
Mm-hmm.
You do the math.
39-31. Free throw good by Goodwin. He makes it a 7-point game.
Thank you, Danny G. Did you use your calculator for that, or is that all in the head, huh? All in the brain, huh?
Junior Tim Goodwin could make it a 6-point game. Redbirds.
It's a dangerous area, I'm telling you.
Lead now down to 39-33. He hit them both.
4 in a row now for the Lancers, and boy, you just look back at the Hart with that easy layup.
Redbirds, Tony Bradley into the lane, left hand, no. Split the defense, but missed it. Lancers the other way, and Townser gets run over, no call, and the layup is good. Pugh with a bucket. Timeout, Redbirds. We'll take a break. 39-35 now. Redbirds lead down to 4. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 Lacrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer more than savings accounts, checking accounts, money markets, loans, and IRAs. They also offer a Visa Platinum Card, which rewards their members with low rates, no annual fees, no hidden fees, no balance transfer fees, built-in safety features to protect your card from fraud, and a reward program which rewards you for every purchase you make. Apply today for a First Mid-America Credit Union Visa Platinum Card at www.1stmidamerica.org.
3:31 to go in the game. Redbirds led 39-29, but it's now 39-35. Little 6-0 run for the road team here.
I'm telling you, this thing's far from over with 3:31 to go. Only a 4-point lead now. Now, if you're in Alton, you got to look to convert offensively here. Again, earlier, you had the luxury of running some clock, but kind of gone stagnant here and missed some shots. Boy, you just get some of those good looks. You have to make those to keep that separation between you and your opponent. They haven't been able to do that. Only 2 points so far, and that's a Bradley putback in this quarter. That's all the offense that we've had so far. Got to get it into gear here again because it's only a 2-possession game.
Let's see if the seniors pick it up on senior night. Scruggs, Bradley, Hart, seniors out there. Here's a steal again and a dunk. Slam dunk the other way by Pugh. It's a 2-point game.
Well. Now we got a game.
8-0 run. Remember, the Redbirds had an 11-0 run in the second quarter. Here's Matthews with it. Gives to Bradley. Top of the key.
A little discombobulated here.
3 minutes to go in the game. Redbirds need a spark from somebody. Here's Vo Hart with it. Vo gives to Shane Matthews. Down to Bradley. Bradley fouled on the block. Some help D there by Rainey.
Only 4 fouls, so Belleville East can afford to be aggressive here.
Scruggs out of the game and Vontae Campbell in the game. Redbirds with 6 team fouls. Lancers now with 5 team fouls. Townsend to throw it in. Jaquale into Bradley. Tony gets it in a good spot. Missed it off the rim. Rebound. It's a loose ball and a jump ball. Arrow going to the Redbirds.
There's a break there because once again Bradley misses a high percentage look. Alton right now shooting 1 for 7 in this quarter.
Redbirds throw it into Bradley. Tony to the block, tripped and traveling. Called there on the block after Hill went down trying to draw a charge. That was a strange looking play. Coach Gordon out on the court screaming at one of the officials.
I want to know where the travel was.
Because he threw the ball up on his way down to the ground. The ball left his hands. 2:30 to go in the game. Lancers could tie it now.
Or take the lead. Wouldn't that be something? They haven't made a 3 all night, and to take a lead on a 3.
Have just 2 threes, and they've tried 14 or so. And here's a timeout for the Lancers. 2:19 to go, and we'll take a break. Back at Alton High in a moment. Redbirds 39, Lancers 37. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
You don't know Jay Schmidt!
In Wood River, Illinois.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee, quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental. The best products, service, and expert advice.
2:19 to go in the game. It's 9 o'clock. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton. 39-37. Timeout Lancers here. They have the ball, and as we know, they have a chance to tie the game or take the lead.
Thank you.
It was 39-29, but that 10-point Alton lead is long gone now.
Looked good, didn't it, earlier, I should say.
Early in this fourth quarter, when they scored the first bucket of the quarter.
You couldn't possibly let this thing get away, could you?
Anything can happen in the Southwestern Conference. 3 ball is missed. Rebound Townser. And he travels in the backcourt. Looked like he was fouled.
He was fouled. Two
or three Belleville East players were there, and Coach Gordon doesn't like that call.
My goodness.
Well, that's another 3 that's missed. 2 for 15 now for the Lancers from the three-point line. Here's Pettiford. Here's a 3 going up again, off the mark. Rebound, out of bounds. Still Lancers basketball. 2 for 16 from 3.
You're 2 for 16 from 3, and you're still in this game.
And they're chucking it up right and left.
They're consistent, aren't they?
But there's not even good looks. I mean, they're just throwing it up there. Here's another one. 3 ball, and it's good. This time they take the lead.
Unbelievable.
3
attempts at that ball.
Rainey with his first points of the game.
When's the last time they had a lead in this game?
Long time ago.
11-9 in the first quarter. Last lead.
Here's Bo Hart with it. Lancers lead it 40-39. It's an 11-0 run, matching the Redbirds' 11-0 run in the second quarter. Here's Jaquale Townser down to Bradley, the senior, with a hook. Missed it. Rebound loose. Jump ball called, and arrow going to Belleville East. Belleville East basketball.
Tony Bradley is 4 for 16 shooting the ball in this game. And out of those 12 misses, I'll say half of them are shots that he's got to make.
Lancers making, well, both teams making 3 threes now in the game. Belleville East 3 for 17. They lead it, and there's just 1:07 to go now on that 3 ball a moment ago.
That sounds like a hitter slump in baseball, doesn't it?
Yes. Scruggs into the game for Alton. Pettiford has it. Redbirds need some good man-to-man D here on this Friday night.
Might have to foul.
50 seconds left. Bradley with a foul in the center circle. First foul of the game. 7 fouls for the team. And Goodwin with a 1-and-1.
And he's 2 for 2 in the game. And both of those free throws here in this fourth quarter. I'm stunned. I really am. I'm stunned by this turn of events. Alton's been stuck on 39 for how long now?
A long time. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1 there.
Paid off. Coach Gordon wanted him to foul him there, and as soon as the foul was called, he applauded it. So
40 seconds to go in the game. Jaquale Townser holding the ball. Backdoor to Scruggs. Glass, no.
Wild shot.
Rebound Lancers. 31 seconds to go and a foul. Looks like Goodwin is fouled again.
Just a wild shot there.
Matthews with a foul. Goodwin's going to go back to the line.
Well, since Scruggs started 3 for 4 in the game, He has since gone 1 for 7.
Just like everybody else. 40-39. Here's Goodwin again. 31 seconds left. Lancers with an 11-0 run.
Stunning.
This one's good. 41-39, 2-point game. And the Redbirds again next week, Tuesday at Belleville West, Friday at Edwardsville, couple of road games to wrap up the regular season. So they'd like to have this one at home, but now they're down by 2 with 31 seconds left. And they haven't scored since early in this fourth quarter. Gone the entire fourth quarter basically without any points. Goodwin hit them both.
First lead they've had since about midway through the second quarter.
3-point game. Here's Townser with it. To Bradley. 22 seconds to go. Bradley to the glass. Reach in. No call. No whistle. Now Bradley with a foul. He thought he was fouled with the ball. 16.9 seconds to go, and
this is unbelievable.
These free throws may wrap it up.
Yeah, they will. Make at least one here. This game's done.
Malcolm Hill this time to the line. Redbirds outscored 13-2 now in this fourth quarter.
Wow.
This one's good. The points keep coming. Hill hits it. And a timeout for the Lancers. 16.9 seconds to go when we come back. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got top, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from.
Yeah! Woo!
Our score, 43-39. Lancers by 4 points. Again, early in this fourth quarter, Redbirds, if you can believe it, if you weren't with us, they had a 10-point lead, 39-29. But Lancers with just 29 points in the first 3 quarters, but their offense has come alive here in the fourth.
And it's been spurred by their defense, really, and Alton's inability to close another game out. How often has that been a problem for this team this year?
And shooting woes tonight. Shooting percentage tonight.
And it's not like they're just missing shots from. They're missing, high percentage shots.
This one's no good. Hill missed the second one.
Got to push the ball here.
4-point game. Here's Bradley with it. And he's fouled by Hill.
Oh, smart.
6 team fouls.
Yeah, they've got fouls to give, so smart.
Well, 10.8 seconds left. Alton down by 4.
Got no time to waste here. It's a 2-possession game.
They throw it into Hart. Bo Hart fires a 3. It's no good. Matthews, turnaround, glass. He missed it. Bo Hart tips it in with 3.3 seconds to go. It's a 2-point game. Timeout, Alton.
Might be too little too late. Only 3.3 left on the clock. And finally, they break the 40-point barrier. Took about 6 minutes, but they finally did.
2 more offensive rebounds there, Matthews and Hart. And Hart, with the tip in, makes it a 2-point game. But, again, just 3.3 seconds to go in the game. This fourth quarter, amazing when you think that Alton had 13 points in the second quarter, 15 points in the third quarter, and now 4 in the fourth. Amazing.
2 for 12 shooting the basketball. That'll do it.
That's amazing. And here in the fourth quarter, Belleville East has outscored Alton now 14-4.
So right now for the game, Alton is at 17 for 54.
That's not very good. Get the calculator out.
We're working on it. That's what cell phones are for, right?
Yeah, of course. Calculator, cell phone. Well, Redbirds go for the steal. If not, they have to foul.
By my count, that's 31%.
Ouch. Well, they throw it in, and the Redbirds will foul with 0.9 seconds left.
forget it. If I'm 0.9 seconds left, if I'm Belleville East, I'm making one and I'm missing the second one because there's no way they're going to be able to get this off.
Townsend's third foul, and
it's a double bonus.
Let's see what happens with the first free throw from Ferguson here.
Well, you make this one because you got to shoot 2 any way you look at it.
2-point game, and it's still a 2-point game. He missed it.
And they ran the clock.
0.9 seconds left.
Yes.
43-41, Lancers by 2. And here comes another from Ferguson.
I'm missing this one too. Does Alton have any timeout? Well, they have one timeout left, but what are you going to do with it right now?
Here's the free throw.
Smart.
No good. And now timeout Redbirds with 0.3 seconds to go. They called a timeout when they grabbed the ball.
Did 0.6 of a second really run off on that?
I'm not sure. Maybe they're going to ask to put more time on the clock.
They should.
0.3 now. Redbirds used their last timeout, down by 2. Ferguson missing both of those free throws.
But isn't this what they say on the time of the clock where you can catch and shoot 0.3?
Sure. Assistant coach Rory Fox out there on the floor wanting some more time on the clock, I think, but 0.3 is where it will stay.
Looking rather debonair, wouldn't you say?
Dapper, I was going to say, but
you like that even better, debonair?
Either D will work. For Mr. Fox, 43-41, Lancers by 2. Redbirds with a timeout.
Wherever you inbound this from, you're better off just throwing it towards the basket. Maybe get Bradley up there. Nice little tip in is about the only option you have here.
Overtime, wouldn't that be something? After losing a 10-point lead here in the fourth quarter, long timeout for Coach Gordon. A lot of instruction here. It's going to be Matthews, Scruggs, Bradley, Hart, and Townsend. All the Redbirds in the front court looking for a long pass. And let's see where it goes. It's going to come from Shane Matthews. Matthews, the trigger man.
They're going to leave everybody. You can catch and shoot this, but it's got to be quick.
Goes to Bradley from half court. Glass, no good. And that's the end of the ball game. The Redbirds fall by 2 points tonight. Belleville East 43, Alton High 41. Back with the post game in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got top, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from.
Yeah! Woo!
Back with the postgame, Belleville East over Alton. The Lancers go 3-0 against the Redbirds during the regular season, and the Redbirds let them off the hook tonight. Alton had a 10-point lead early in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, the Lancers outscore the Redbirds 14-4, and they win the game 43-41.
How fitting. I'm going to be a fisherman. When you set that hook, you lay it in there. And when you lay it in there, you tug on it as hard as you can and make sure you don't let that thing come out. Well, Alton did.
Let him off the hook.
Well, it's a tough one to swallow. It really is, because you did so much right in this game for so long, particularly defensively, and then you just, I don't know. It's tough to explain. You go into an offensive shell there in that fourth quarter. 2 for 13, no free throws. You don't get to the line, and you're 17 for 55 for the game, which puts you at about 29-30%. That's not going to win you very many basketball games. When you give up 43 points in this conference, that should be good enough to win a ball game, and tonight it wasn't for the Redbirds. They got to that 39-point mark. They went up by 10 points. They got content, and as has been the problem for this team a number of times this year. You're at 15-11 now. You don't close a game out. And at this time of year, there's no excuse for that to not happen because you've played 26 games together now. You should have that killer instinct, and they don't.
Redbirds led by Tony Bradley tonight, 10 points. Scruggs had 9. It was 5 for Townser and 4 each for Matthews, Hart, and Vontae Campbell. They all had 4 points each. For the Lancers, our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game, Tim Goodwin, 4 for 5 from the free throw line there in the fourth quarter. He scored in all 4 quarters, and he ends up with 12. Pettiford had 10. Pugh had 8. 6 for Malcolm Hill, way below his average. He's their leading scorer, and Hill with just 6.
That's another one. You hold their leading scorer to 6 points. They get to the free throw line 9 times. They're the team that's trailing. And you get to the free throw line 0 times in that fourth quarter. That's just, it's not a good recipe. And look at it another way. Alton goes in with 4 turnovers going into that fourth quarter, and you commit 6 alone in the fourth quarter. So you more than doubled your game's turnover output in the fourth quarter. You just didn't get it done. You had 8 minutes to close out a game tonight and don't get it done.
8-point lead with 8 minutes to go as we went to the fourth, and then the Redbirds bumped it up to a 10-point lead at 39-29, but they fall 43-41 to the Lancers tonight in a tough one here at home. On top of that, it was senior night for the 6 Redbird seniors. Belleville East now 19-6, 7-5 in the conference. Alton drops to 15-11. They're now 5-7 in conference play, and Alton with 2 games to go. Tuesday night at Belleville West. Friday night they will be at Edwardsville. Thanks to all of our sponsors, of course, as always, and thanks to my partner, Louis Korak. This is Brent Birkland from Alton High School. Again, the Redbirds fall at home to Belleville East, 43-41. So long, everybody.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the River Bend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the River Bend.